Okay, so I'm trying to mount this, which is really heavy, above there. And I was just YouTubing how to find studs in the wall. And I was also looking for stud finders. And to be honest, I don't have time to wait for a stud finder to arrive. And so yeah, I was YouTubing how to find studs in the wall. And it was going through like 10-20 minute tutorials. But basically this is the solution, magnets. So all I was doing just this. Putting a magnet against the wall and move it until something clings on. And I found something here. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, something else. Wait a minute, there's two there. So I think these are good indications that there was magnets here, unless it's a previous metal raw plug. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? There's quite a few. That's interesting. I think it's actually stud. What is this? Huh. Maybe there's raw plugs, but I'm gonna check with a nail. I think very tiny nail. So apparently, also when you're banging, you're feeling for response in how it feels rather than the sound. So I think indication here is good because I feel like it's harder. This feels more bouncy. So I could try it here. But yeah, magnets are a good way to try it, I think. Or actually, could go higher and see if there's any more maybe screws going into the supposed stud, which there is here. See? No, 1, 2, but no more. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, magnets is interesting. So yeah, I could try magnets. Okay, so to check my findings, I wanted to check that if the magnet is picking up previous metal raw plugs, maybe bolts, or on the other side, because although I'm in the studio now, on the other side is the kitchen, and I have another shelf on the other side. So I found another one that, well, there's 4 here from the previous, but I'm very sure that this is the shelf on the other side. Another thing that I noticed, so these metal raw plugs, I think they're aluminum. So the magnet doesn't attract them at all. It's the bolts that they attract. But for this stud, I was correct. And we can use that measurement from the wall to here to get an estimation of what the distancing is, perhaps. So we could use a measuring tape, get a measure, and space it from that to the next one. But yeah, using the magnet is really, really useful if you don't have a stud finder and you don't want to wait. So yeah, so these I don't think is here. I need to continue looking here. I need to remove some spacing here. And this is just how I'm doing it until I feel that something here. Could try here. And this is rather weak, which is a good indication that it might be here. And so once we find the spot, we could go up it to see if there's any more supposed screws that are securing the plasterboard to the studs. Very nice little trick. So here, I'm gonna try a nail in here. Okay, so the way I'm gonna try the nail is, so imagine the new shelf is gonna be here. So I'm gonna put the nail, a little hole in the wall where it might not be seen, because we are going to damage the wall by putting a little nail in it. But hopefully, if the nail is going into the stud, then we've done what we aim to do. So here, so we can assume that it's going to go up here. So the center of the magnets, do not move the hammer near the magnets, because I did just like 5 minutes ago and I shattered one of the magnets. So I'm going to try next to here, because that is where our shelf would be. I can't tell if I'm correct. Is that? I think that is, because there would be, it would just go right through. Let's try it to the left slightly a bit more maybe. I think that is, yeah. Yeah, because that's struggling to go in. So we found a stud, there we go. We've got our 2 studs, and we can assume it's all the way up, of course. So we've got a stud there, all the way down, and a stud there, all the way down. Okay, all secured now. I actually just tidy up because that made a mess. But yeah, this is very nice and tight thanks to finding studs. I got some studs secured there. So you see these big bolts here, it's like 6mm bolts. They're secured into studs. I think that angle one and that one is going into a stud, and the rest are with metal raw plugs like these. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I got like empty holes in the wall, but that's fine for now. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna call it for the day. But yeah, so that's that secured. Much better. I know the NQB printer is not level. That's because the foot is slightly long. I'm going to remove it and I'm going to plane it down a little bit. So that's why it's a little bit uneven. Man, this is looking great.